Got your running clothes on.
Yes. I'll be running in my jeans and flats.
Okay, well, what will what do you attribute your decision to run in the 2005 Los Angeles Marathon?
I decided to run because I recognize that I tend not to challenge myself, and this was something that I knew would be a challenge over a long period of time, not just bungee jumping, on some afternoon. And I knew that I would, in the long run, so to speak, benefit from it physically and mentally.
Will this be your last marathon?
No, I don't think so.
How many more do you plan to run? Two or three?
I was thinking about maybe, next week I was going to pick up another.
No, I mean if in the next for the rest of your life, do you think you'll probably run 10 seriously?
Yeah, maybe 10.
Maybe 10.
Yeah.
Don't you think that the physical attack on your body may be permanent? That you may sustain permanent injury from this run?
I'm just going to play it by ear. Some people do really well, thrive on running marathons, and some don't. But I think if I stagger it, and really the people who hurt themselves are the people who don't train properly.
Mm-hmm.
And if you train properly and you teach your body how to metabolize...
You mean like P. Diddy?
Like P. Diddy and Oprah.
I'm sure his urine test looked like a cocaine
cocktail.
Exactly. He's such a gross person. I'm sorry, but we're getting off subject here.
But we digress.
Back to me.
Back to you. If a little girl came up to you and she was 5 years old, she says, I've never been a very good runner, and someday I want to run in the Los Angeles Marathon. What would you say to that little girl?
I would say you can and will if you want to, and that she should sign up for a training program like Roadrunners.
Does this cost money? This Roadrunners?
$50 for the whole year, and plus the registration fee, and they provide water stations along the run, support, weekly emails, tips, training tips, and lectures and things like that. So it's well worth the money.
And this is not a traditional interview, obviously. Will you continue to? Do you think you're going to continue to run the rest of your life? I mean, as long as you feel comfortable with it. Do you consider yourself a runner now?
I still don't feel like running is part of my identity, but I would like for it to be.
Mm-hmm.
I would like, because it doesn't require a gym, it doesn't require equipment or a trainer or anything like that. It's pretty liberating. You can run anytime if you have your sneakers. For that reason, I'd like to keep it up, and it's just very full body and invigorating, and it can be as hard or as easy as you want it to be.
And you like the other runners, obviously. There's a social aspect to it.
Yeah, a lot of really nice people. Everyone's, pretty much upstanding member of society. They're willing to give up their Friday nights and get up early on Saturday.
And you don't want to play tennis people because tennis people are all jerks, right?
Well, I like tennis.
But how do you feel after running 22 miles? I mean, besides throwing up.
Well, no, you don't throw up. I haven't thrown up at all. I usually, after a long run, feel not too bad. Once you stop running, you feel great. The last 5 or 6 miles,
but maybe your body's running, telling you something.
Yeah, while you're running, your legs hurt.
Yeah.
And you're just mentally tired.
Mm-hmm.
After the 22-mile run, I felt euphoric. I felt great all day. And I was really forgetful. I left a skillet on the stove, and my fire alarm went off because it was smoking. I'd forgotten that I'd turned the stove on.
Caroline, did you save the skillet?
Well, the skillet is fine. Yes, it's a
cast iron.
Yeah, all clad or something. But I had to scrub it with a knife.
This is the most you've ever filmed anybody in the family.
No, you don't
film
even
Matthew.
know.
You don't film anybody. You
Yeah, I do. I film Matthew when you're not around.
Amy, it's nepotism.
That's right.
But it's wonderful.
Well, we really are hoping for an in-depth interview just before the run, because I know you're going to have butterflies in your stomach. You're going to be worried about.
This is the one, okay, Hurt?
What are you, my producer?
You can try. I may have to holler it across a
Meaning
crowd
this
of
is the
people.
one interview?
Yeah.
Before the
We
run.
may be able to track her down.
Yeah, we'll see.
just
I'll
like-
shadow her and keep my phone with me. If it's around 7:30 and we can find, if I have figured out where the starting line is and can keep her in my sights,
Yeah.
I'll just tell you where I am and y'all can dash out there with the camera.
Yeah.
Well, I think that the thoughts just before the run, or what are you thinking about? Are you thinking about,
Yeah.
Ray Charles,
Try to get Try to get it at least.
Okay,
Yeah.
well, I'll keep my phone with me. I'm going to get up with her, have coffee with her, just be around. And about 7:30ish or so, I'll call you. No, the mother of the runner. Oh,
listening.
Lord, I'm a very vain mother, and I know I'm not looking my best. So I'm not wanting to be on this videotape
Okay. Well, so what are you going to look like at the end of 26 miles? You're going to look pretty much the same except red, and your hair is going to be all pulled back, but you're not going to have.
I'm not.
You will not have aspirated or anything, right?
No, aspirated meaning
Ugh.
thrown up.
Aspirated
Yeah.
meaning taking in
No.
foreign material into your lungs.
Right. Well, that's true. That's true. I would meant throwing up.
Oh yeah, no.
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 And you just have water.
Throwing up is usually people who throw up are people who sprint.
Yeah.
That's when you throw up and you become nauseated. I haven't had
You're gonna
that.
pace yourself.
It's really I run so slowly. It's like my breath is like my walking pace breath.
Yeah, that's great.
It's not.
So when
It's
you
not
run,
good.
but when you run, you do take both feet off the ground.
Yes, I mean it's not that slow.
Well, I mean that. Yeah. I mean,
But yeah, it's it's a decent jog, but it's not strenuous.
So if you're going 5, and if you're saying 5 hours probably, so that's
5.5.
5.5 hours.
Yeah.
So that's how many miles an hour is that?
It's
5 miles an hour.
5.
Yeah. So that's like, if you'll pardon the expression, that's like if you're really pushing a donkey hard. That's how fast the donkey goes. Seriously.
No, yeah.
That's inappropriate.
Well, donkeys have 4 legs,
Is that
so
a
I'll take
Homer,
that one.
Texas expression? Is that a Missouri expression?
No.
No, seriously.
Where did you get that? I've never heard it.
It's good. It's good.
I heard it a long time ago
Are you okay?
that 5 miles,
happy.
that 3 miles an hour. 3 miles an hour was a pretty good
You got
walk, and
your,
5
your-
miles an hour, it's like you're
vest.
pulling a
Did you see your
burro.
vest?
You're trying to push a burro along.
Caroline, did you
That
see
is
your dress?
hilarious.
I know.
Well, I'm sure they're